What is this? Oh, that okay. Oh, I got a nice little bump this morning. Nice. What's up, buddy? You can come in here. I am glad they gave me back this Twitter account. I'll tell you that. Yeah, because you can make money on Twitter now. You just can't make money with 68 fucking followers. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, you rock a belt, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's a little too loose to wear it down. If I'm writing, if I'm pushing, if I'm reading, I'm writing.
What jeans are you wearing today? Are the same?
Yeah.
So those are 40s. How are the 38s? Are the other ones 38s?
No, the same size.
They're both
40s. Yeah. So do you need their teammate?
No, okay.
How old is it? When you bought them, put that was 90 something.
Oh, that's not doing. We're not doing that.
30.
Son, I think we need to get you some suspenders.
I don't know if you can hook suspenders on those ones. Can you?
Yeah, you can hook suspenders on damn near anything. You can show some old farm suspenders and do that shit the right way.
We should get him, now that he wears jeans, we should go get him overalls. And I go, yeah, Poppy, I don't know, you're going to convince him to wear overalls.
I know what overalls are. A whole suit.
Oh yeah, used to wear those on the farm.
Yeah.
When I would detassel corn, that's what I had. When I was a kid, that's what they got us. They got us overalls just to fucking wear.
That was the first thing I bought, buddy. Your dad goes, oh, those look so good.
Been live for less than 3 minutes to the person that asked.
Right,
Yeah.
get suspenders.
Huh?
I'll get suspenders first before overalls. How about that?
Overalls are nice, man.
I know they're.
Get him the Mork and Mindy ones.
The rainbow suspenders.
They'll create a whole new wave at school.
Right? Okay, what is this for? This is for 7 days. Okay. All right. Engagements. Okay, where's the monetization? Well, you just can't get more right down the middle than that, can you? My Twitter following 48.4% male, 48.2% female, 3.4% not specified. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the FIFA trophy. No, I'm not going to watch the UFC fight. No, as a matter of fact, I hope it pisses and pours all over that whole fucking thing. Streeter got hit bad. Are you down in the Streeter area, Just Jay? Streeter got hit, but just bad. And my largest audience, my largest age demographic on Twitter, Renee, 65 and older, 40, 3%. Yeah, we got wind and shit like that, but where we are specifically, it was really just a lot of rain. The next town over and slightly north, so northern Manuka and into southern Shorewood, some roofs got blown off, some trees got knocked over. You're further out, gotcha. But it was just like a lot of rain here with some wind. But like I have a 6 foot metal rooster from Tractor Supply in the front yard. And granted, I got a sandbag on its feet, but even still, that thing falls over all the time. And it didn't go anywhere in that storm. So was pretty lucky that we didn't have what you guys have or had. Okay, there's my activity stream. Yeah, it was a little bit of wild weather, yes.
So you only made 2 months?
2 longs and 5 shorts. And then you made okay, I'll spread those out over a couple of days.
I mean, that's what came up and they all were like decent.
Okay. That works.
I tagged
What?
Yeah.
Now, do you like a regular baseball cap or do you want like a wide brim hat? Huh?
As long as it's sun.
Well, because a wide brim hat keeps the sun off your neck too. Do you want a wide brim hat?
Alexa.
Okay, you think about it and you let me know after you're done.
If you like it, I'm gonna make fun.
Yeah, probably.
I think a judge put a stop to the removal of his name from the center. No, they didn't. It's down. The name is down. It's over. Had to come down by midnight last night. It came down like 2 o'clock in the morning after they put up some tarps to prevent the news from being able to film or video the name from coming down. But the name is down. Eddie, stop it. The goat? Yes, he does. Interesting. 13 new followers, 4 unfollows yesterday. Today. Yesterday, 15 new followers, 2 unfollows. Okay. All right. Yes. Fuck Trump. That's pretty much the motto of this whole page of mine. Fuck Trump. Actually, that's just a short-term motto. How is my Saturday going? So far, so good. The cat puked in the living room. We checked out the garden, fed the birds, got a load of laundry going. Made a couple of videos, did some work here on the perputer. Renee's pulling some clips from my last live. And now I'm talking to you guys. Once my son is done mowing the lawn across the street, he'll take a shower. We'll head over and pick up some milk and eggs and whatnot that we need. Fuck the Repubs enabling this shit stain. What is this here? DOJ filed certificate. Okay. Save Act is dead. Aren't we using the reserved inventory of oil? So what happens when the well runs dry? We are tapping into the strategic oil reserves right now. In the month of May, he took more oil out of the strategic oil reserves than any president had ever taken in any month since the reserves were formed. That's why you're seeing gas prices go down. He's flooding the market with strategic oil reserve oil. What happens when the well runs dry? It's going to take a minute before that well runs dry, but I don't know. Hopefully he refills the motherfucker, but who the hell knows? I could easily see him walking out of the White House January 20th, 2029, before his successor arrives, like he did in 2020 or 2021, and flying back down to Mar-a-Lago, leaving behind a completely bankrupted federal government and an empty strategic oil reserves. Do I think that there will be a peace deal reached this weekend? Who the fuck knows? I know that there are reports that the Iranians are interested in a deal that has been proposed, and I wouldn't be opposed to that deal either if I was the Iranians. They're supposed to be able to get 10 to 20 billion dollars of cash unfrozen. Yeah. How was May for us? Extraordinarily busy. Lock them all up. Amen. Everyone talks about the fuel prices, but seems to forget that fertilizer is not moving either. Well, fertilizer, just talked about this with my guest, Will Westmoreland, who is a rural farmer and a political strategist and a political pollster. And it's not that we don't have fertilizer. We have fertilizer. It's just that the global price of fertilizer has gone way, way up. And so therefore, the prices here have gone way, way up. If we're unfreezing, it's their money anyway. Yes, it is their money anyway. It's not our money that we're giving them. We're just unfreezing their money. The point being is when the original nuclear deal was struck with the international community, when Obama was in charge, was in the White House, that unfroze a few $1 billion of Iranian assets, and MAGA lost their ever loving fucking minds. He's funding terrorism. Now, the Trump deal would unfreeze 10 to 20 billion dollars. Obama unfroze 3 billion. Guys, if you could tap the fuck out of the heart on your screen, that'd be great.
Stop. Be ridiculous.
Who do you think would be a good Democrat to run and win the president, and what good Republican could run and win the president? Well, it's still extraordinarily early. We haven't even gone through the midterms yet, but of the people that we know, I think that either Gavin Newsom or JB Pritzker could get elected in 28. The price of animal feed is already going up. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I'm so fucking glad that we are completely out of the business of trucking agricultural commodities around, given the price of diesel fuel, given the fucked up overseas markets. And people in that industry have to absolutely be beating their fucking heads against the wall. My wife was in that industry for over 20 years. We were in the trucking end of that industry for 4 years. I,
I think I don't think I would have.
it has to be a living fucking hell right now. And I just talked to Will Westmoreland the other day, and right now we are averaging 3 farmers taking their own lives a day in this country, right? Alexis, thank you very much for the $2 tip. Always greatly appreciated. JCPOA put severe limits on Iranian program and inspections. Yes, it did. And they were abiding by it. That Jose, Life on Mars, that's the part that really fucking that people are not talking about. We're talking about 10 to 20 billion dollars. You're saying 25 billion dollars for them in unfrozen assets in this deal. It's that back part of the deal that nobody's talking about. That once this deal goes into place and Iran begins to want to rebuild its country, what we've bombed, they get 300 billion. I I heard it was 350. You say it's 300, but so we're rebuilding Iran. So we bombed the shit out of them. We got higher gas prices, higher grocery prices, higher everything. They're going to get 5, 10 times the money that Obama ever unfroze from them, and then they get 300 billion to rebuild everything we blew up. That's the art of the deal. Sounds to me like he just needs to get the fuck out of there so he can get back on with his presidency. What you got going on, Dave? This guy in here, he's given a Grateful Dead set list. Argentina got 40 billion. I heard it was 20. Just you just made up a set list for a show. Okay. What'd you say, Renee?
So tell me if this title or this thumbnail title makes sense. So it's you and Will talking about inflation number is minus 46, worst economic approval ever recorded.
Okay.
But it's telling me that it should be called Biden's collapse.
That doesn't seem right.
Refer to it, and so I think like the American people are being hammered at the grocery store at the pump every time they check their electric bill. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Time for a Colorado breakfast, coffee and Kush. What is it? What time is it by you? Is it it's 9 a.m. by you or 10 a.m.?
Why they start so late.
It would be nice to have a world where Trump never won the 2016 election. Because had he never won the 2016 election, at that point in time, he just fucks off. They had all talked about how it was all like a marketing campaign and they never expected to go anywhere. So he tries it. He does, like when he tried to run for president in the past on independent tickets and nothing ever happened. He doesn't get in there. He fucks off, goes back to his world as a New York piece of shit. And we don't ever fucking get any of this shit. We don't have the Supreme Court that we have now. We don't have the trade wars. We don't have the ICE shit. None of it. Bernie didn't have the opportunity to win in 2016 because he wasn't on ticket, because he didn't have enough support to win the nomination. I saw a few things about how they're expecting Trump to. What are you talking about, Watchdog? Trump tried running, I believe, a couple of different times, but with very little fanfare. Mostly speculation, but supposedly Trump himself told his friends that he felt like the clock was ticking. I don't doubt that. I mean, he's talked more and more and more in the last year and a half about getting into heaven and what's happening, and what might happen to him in the afterlife. You have the health problems. You have the new reporting that came out that the last time he went to Walter Reed, that was his third visit in 13 months. It has now been confirmed that that last visit he saw 22 specialists. He's dying. In my opinion, he is actively dying. Nice to what? Catch your live. I love all of true, real information. Sure. Thank you. My husband and I are huge fans of yours. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much, Mariah. And to anybody that has never seen any one of my lives, just a reminder, every live I have ever done is on my page currently in the form of a video. So they get saved, they get archived in the form of a video. If you go to my channel and you just scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see past live events, and all of the lives are there. You can go back and watch every one of them, from the impromptu lives to the lives with Renee and I to my Tuesday Taco Tuesday lives. Yes, Beck, we are live. Yeah, I think he knows he's dying too. I think he knows he does not have a lot of time left, as you stated. And thank you, Chris, for the $5 tip. Good suggestion, Chris. Good suggestion. I don't believe in it, but good suggestion. Thank you, Ray, Christian. Thank you. What is this up here? News flash coming in. Okay, it's nothing. Vance is not a good option either. But I don't think that Donald Trump survives this presidency. I think Mother Nature takes him. It's June of 26. I mean, based on the way his health looks and all the reporting that everybody's been talking about, by the fall of next year. I think that we finish this term in office with President JD Vance and whomever he picks and is confirmed by Congress to be the new vice president. Marco Rubio. Not that I expect Vance to win an election anyway, but I'd like to at least see it happen soon enough that Vance is only eligible for one term afterward. Okay, I know what you the constitutional clause. Yeah. Um I if it's going to happen, if Donald Trump is going to finally pass while in office, I want it to happen as close to the next election as humanly possible. The sooner that it happens, the more time JD Vance has to sort of bring everything back down and kind of normalize shit. and go into the 2028 election cycle as an incumbent with a couple of years worth of non crazy presidential leadership behind him. You want Trump to be alive as close to the election as possible so that all of this bullshit is fresh in the voters' minds when they walk in there. That's what happened in 2020, right? We had 4 years of Trump, and by the time 2020 rolled around, people were running to the fucking polls to vote this guy out. And then we had 4 years of sanity, and everybody was like, well, yeah, we forgot what happened under the Trump term. So we're going to teach you another lesson, Democratic Party. And now here the fuck we are again. And people are like, oh, God, we need to be running to the fucking polls. Look at how crazy he is. You don't want JD Vance to have enough time to sort of calm all of that down. Putting his name on shit, building arches, sending ice into, I bet JD Vance calms all of that down if he becomes president in the next couple of months, right? And we have bad policy. Don't get me wrong. We have bad policy coming out of the Republican Party and JD Vance, but you don't have that insanity. Yeah, Watchdog, we could, I mean, just what's happening with the Kennedy Center, we could take his name off of anything now. Oh, no, I'm not saying JD can reverse the damage. I'm not even saying JD is interested in reversing the damage. I'm saying it gives him a better chance to win in 28 if the sooner he gets into that position, the more time he has to put all of this shit behind him. Democrats are all go with children being transmutilated. Mark, you're not smart enough to be here and have this conversation. I'm sorry. This is beyond you. You're not intelligent enough. You don't possess the gray matter. You need to go to one of those lives that shows you like reruns of Mio and Mao. I'm in South Carolina. I already knew my state was going to Trump in the last election. Absolutely. Democrats held no primary and tried to Kamala down our throat. English is a second language for you, isn't it, Mark? Mark has room temperature IQ. You really think it's that high? I think that Ron has a higher toe count than Mark has an IQ count. I'll be right back. Huh? What's Bubba? She told me to tell you that the gate might give you a little trouble because it's an older wood gate, and she said it's all swole up with the water. So she said you're gonna have to give it a good push. Just don't break it. Mark has freezing temperature IQ. So tell me why Democrats failed at what? They've been winning special elections ever since Trump got in the White House again. Alexis, thank you for the $2 tip. Donald Trump brags about acing tests made for dementia. Exactly. Yeah. He brags about being able to identify a horse on a dementia test. That's the guy at the helm. That's the guy at the helm. Yes, I did a video yesterday. I think it's up now, I believe, with the elephant pissing at the GOP convention in Texas. I can tell you the difference between general relativity and special relativity in 2 sentences. Can you? Dude, you can't even form a full English sentence. Have you gone back and seen some of the shit you've typed here? Like, let me hide you. That way you're still in the room, you can still talk, we just don't see you. And it gives you time to go back and look at the stupid shit that you've already typed and posted. Maybe give you an opportunity to reflect on how much of a fucking dumbass you are. MAGA is what you get with a third grade education who married his sister. There you go. Did you see the MAGA from Arizona that tried to vote in LA? I did. I did. Dumber than a bag of fucking hammers. What is the best toy for this summer? Um, for what? Like the pool, the bedroom? What are you talking about? Somebody said inner tube. You floating down the river there? Mark is the type of person who wipes before he shits. Do you think Dems lose because of far left candidates or poor policies of far left? Um, I think that you got too much purity testing going on in the Democratic Party from the far left. What's the hot toy for a kiddo? For your kids this year? I don't know. My kids are all much older. I haven't even seen any commercials as to what the hot toy for this summer is. They all have fucking phones now. How about a baseball and a bat, says Dave. There you go. It's been a solid toy for generations. Dems lose because they try to put safe centrist candidates. I think that you're going to learn this off season, this midterm, this fall, how wrong that statement actually is. When you see safe centrist candidates winning and the more progressive candidates losing, which is what I think is going to happen in the fall. The safe centrist candidates are the ones that get elected. Where are the progressives? How many progressive presidents have we elected? How many progressive senators have we elected? How many safe centrist presidents and senators have we elected? I mean, just look at the numbers, man. Good old fashioned squirt guns and super soakers. Mom Donnie is an outlier. Mom Donnie is a progressive that got elected. AOC and Bernie are progressives that get elected. There's three. Look at the elected field. You got a grandchild? We have a few of those as well, Beck. And I don't know what to tell you as far as the hot summer toy for your grandkid is. I really don't. How many were there 10 years ago? Okay, so you guys, we'll see how the election goes. I'm telling you, when it's all said and done with, you're going to see far more centrist, safe candidates win, and you're going to see more progressive candidates like Graham Plattner and James Tallarico lose their Senate races. Corporate and establishment Dems are Republicans who don't favor racists. We disagree. Tallarico's going to win. I'll believe it when I see it. I hope Tallarico wins. The idea, the thought of having Senator Ken Paxton is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Having said that, let me know when those are done and I'll schedule them. Sorry. Oh, they are? Okay. Having said that, I don't think James Tallarico's going to win. It's Texas. You know what I mean? You, Beto O'Rourke couldn't beat a very vulnerable Ted Cruz in Texas. he has religion down. Okay, I'm going to say this as nicely as I possibly can. I'm not trying to be a dick about this when I say it. James Tallarico has a public platform on religion that God is non binary. I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm telling you that does not play in Texas. You can't think of all the stuff he's saying and all the stuff he's done in the terms of how it would play in any other state. It is fucking Texas. And I hope that on election, the morning after the election, I am dead fucking wrong, and we are looking at Senator elect James Tallarico. I think we are going to be looking at Senator elect Ken Paxton in Texas, and I think that we are going to be looking at a re-election for Susan Collins in Maine. And I think that those two progressive, the most high-profile progressive candidates in this year's race, are going to wind up losing their races. Ken Paxton should be in prison given some of the shit he's done. I mean, the guy was impeached by his own party. Okay, so let's see here. We're looking at 4. At 4:30. I hope he does win. I truly do. I hope Graham Plattner and Tallarico win. I truly do. I'm being a realist, not a pessimist. Susan Collins is running for her 6th term in Maine. She's incredibly popular in that state. And the Democratic Party was forced to get rid of a candidate in Maine's governor who's already proven that she could win a statewide race in order to make room for Graham Plattner, who is bringing all kinds of baggage, including baggage that has to do with women. And he's going up against a 5-term woman senator. That is a bad combination in Maine. And in Texas, I am going to stand by the data. You can tell me James Tallarico is going to win all day long. I was told that Beto O'Rourke was going to win. Never happened. You know why? It's Texas. I will believe that there is a Democratic senator from Texas when there is a Democratic senator from Texas. Spurs in 7? Okay, now you're just dreaming. Now, I don't want the New York Knicks to win the NBA championship, but I don't see how they don't win it at this point in time. I mean, it's looking like it's almost a done deal there. And I don't want the Knicks to win simply because their owner is a friend of Donald Trump's. You know what I mean? Not because the people in New York don't deserve one. It's been since 73 since they won one. Not that I want a city in the state of Texas to win, because I don't, even though it's a blue city. I just don't like the fact that the owner is is friends with this fascist piece of shit. Ann Richards, I think, was the last Texas Democrat. And listen, Ann Richards was a prominent Democrat that got elected statewide in Texas. And here in my state of Illinois, we've had Republican governors win. One of our best governors, Jim Edgar, was a Republican. Having said all of that, I will believe Texas elects a Democrat when Texas elects a Democrat. It's kind of like for years and years and years, you used to have to say, I'll believe that the New England Patriots aren't going to be in the fucking Super Bowl when the New England Patriots aren't in the fucking Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's kind of where we're at. I'll believe Texas is blue when Texas is blue. So 6. Hang on 1 second. 6:30. And 7. Chicago schedule. I don't want the Knickerbockers to win because what the fuck is a Knickerbocker? Fair enough. I mean, I can't exactly argue with that. You know what I mean? I believe it's a type of pant, but I don't know beyond that what it means. Here, let's look it up. Let's look it up together. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Well, what the hell? Do you know slash remember the Ted Haggard situation? Why does that ring a bell? A knickerbocker is an American term that primarily refers to baggy, short trousers gathered just below the knee, also known as knickers. By extension, it's a nickname for a native New Yorker made famous by the NBA's New York Knicks. Author Washington Irving helped popularize the term in his 1809 satire, A History of New York, which he wrote under the fake Dutch pen name Dietrich Knickerbocker. Because of the book's success, the word became synonymous with the early Dutch founding families and, more broadly, any true native of New York City. The basketball team is literally named after a fucking pair of pants. Pants. I mean, then again, the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox are named after socks. The New York Pants. Go Pants. Pants and 6. Guys, when my son's done over across the street mowing the lawn, we are going to get ready and go run some errands. Do we know what the soup specials are today? Or are we bringing, huh? Socks versus pants for the pennants. Let's see. No, Corey, Renee should not do that. Did you see the video I made about the 1970s Jello mold?
Yeah.
Did you actually watch it? Yeah. Yeah. He says that you should make that for Thanksgiving,
What's his address so I can send it to him?
right? The fuck, man. I mean, after all. Okay, so you can't see the menu? Yeah, I do need you to look it up because I don't know how to see it. Where? What the fuck? I can't. They won't let me see the menu. They hate me. What? Shirts versus blouses? Prince versus Charles Murphy basketball. Surprised there's no Levi Blue Jean King. Ted Haggart was a megachurch televangelist who preached anti queer rhetoric. He was exposed for a gay affair of 3 years. Nice. No, I mean, not it just it's nice when their own hypocrisy comes back on them. No, Jello with Cool Whip is not a summer dish. It's trash. No, I have not. I never watched the Chappelle show. Yeah, I never watched any of the early Chappelle stuff. It happened in '06. It was struggled with his sexuality ever since. No shit. You're off to visit us. Hey, Al Crow, take it easy. Yeah, this is Frank. Franklin, say hello. Pathetic. You know that? You're pathetic. What's up, Frank? What's up, Frank? Still married to his wife, still does church stuff. We have 5 cats. Freddie, Frank, Pepper, Ozzy, and Eddie. What is the perfect setting to have your air conditioner on in the summer? Uh, for many, many years, I would have told you it was 69. For the past week, whatever, plus I've had it set on 71 and it's been just fine. And Renee has actually talked about being chilly. People are asking what the air conditioner should be set at. And I said for years it should have been 69, but for the past week or two, I've had it set at 71, and you've talked about being chilly. Yep, she just put a hoodie on. Now I did turn it down to 70 today to see if it'll hold a degree under where we've been, you know. How old is Frank? 7-ish? 74? No, we're not there yet. You keep it at 79 if you're not home. So when you come home to a terranium. Renee, what's going on with my live here? This person keeps their house at 74. This person keeps it at 78. This person keeps it at 76. Holy fuck, man. Is this Are we playing exclusively to the villages here? 78? Fuck me. Okay, 65 is a bit much. '71. That's good. That's good. 77. Jesus. My God. What are we playing? Bingo? This is beautiful. What is this? Velvet? No, when we play bingo, we sweat our fucking asses off at the festival in August. Renee and myself and our daughter Lily, usually, and sometimes my mother in law, we go play bingo at the festival while Tommy and his friends run around riding the rides. '72 all year round, AC or heat. 62. 62. 62? That's freezing. Cosmo, welcome in. Thank you. You're originally from Fairbanks, Alaska? Yeah, and are you fucking polar bear? Jesus Christ. The north is just too cold for your bones? Damn, Sherry, your electric bill must be through the fucking roof. We keep ours, like last year I kept it at like 69.70 all summer long. But we also had like our AC, like our house was leaking. I think are we convinced of that now?
I mentally cannot accept this.
That it was the door?
Yes. Accept. Our house was struggling to maintain, like that, we paid dollars for electric because of that. Like,
So last year, the last couple of years, guys, we keep our air conditioner running. We like the air conditioner on in the summertime. And we don't have an old air conditioner. I mean, we had this thing installed with a new furnace not that long ago. And for the past couple of years, it has just been struggling. You put it at 69, it's 90 outside, it's 77 in the house. It's not supposed to be that off. Close all the curtains, close all the windows, make sure there's no sunlight coming in. Still 76, 77, 78, sometimes 80 degrees in the house when you got it set at 69 if it's 85, 90 degrees outside. Our front door was the original door that came with the house, and the house was built in 78. It was not energy efficient. We just had a new front door put on. And when they do that, they do the whole frame and everything, and they do foam sealant in there and the whole shooting match. And ever since they put that fucking door in, it has been holding at the temperature we want it to hold at. Our front door was causing our house to leak so bad that we were having $500 and $600 electric bills in the summer the last 2 years. And like we haven't even thought about putting the portable in the bedroom yet, have we?
no. But let's be honest, Renee can't do that. So, I mean, I shouldn't say that because
Stick it in Tommy's window and turn his bedroom into an icebox for him? That's a lot of money. No shit. the last 2 summers, not this summer, the summer before this and the summer before that, our our electric bill was over $500 a month every fucking month. Um, May, June, July, August, September. What was Maggie's?
Maybe it's like for-
Our daughter had like a $400 bill, and
They finally replaced it this year.
okay,
It's still frozen.
Jesus, she lives in an apartment a couple hours away from us. She had a $400 bill, and then I have a cousin who lives in a home that leaks even more than ours does, and she had like a $900 electric bill last summer. But yeah, ours for years and years and years, our electricity bill would go up to about 250, 275, maybe 300 in really, really hot times. And our gas bill would go down. It was typically in the 20 to $30, maybe $35 during the summer. And then in the winter it would turn around. Our electricity would plummet. We'd have $100 a month for electric, but our gas bill would go up a little bit because the heat. The last 2 summers, it has just been insane. 525, 565, 610. We do have a basement, yes. But everything this year so far, since they put that fucking door in, has just been maintaining.
I mean, last year we even got the blackout curtains to try to keep the heat out.
Yep. What celebrity was I disappointed to see go MAGA? So many of them. Um, Dennis Miller, the comedian. Um, Peyton Manning. My HOA told all the neighbors we have to keep our garage door up for 24 hours. Why? Make sure nobody's living where? What? But what about the shit you have in your garage?
Oh, Tom, I'm just telling you that's the reason. I'm not justifying it. I'm just making a statement. That's the reason that HOAs want people to do that. They do it like once every 3 weeks or month or whatever.
They can go fuck themselves. I'm not putting my door up for fucking 24 hours. Pepper. Look over here, Pepper. Pepper. This cat's brain is broken, folks. Absolutely broken. She's our only female. She is like petrified 24/7. She's constantly hiding. If there's anybody in the house, she's hiding. Her brain is broken. That's the one you guys rarely get to see because, yeah, picking her up is a traumatizing event for her. Anyway. And if my wife is if Renee is in the house, she is with Renee. No matter where Renee is. That's the cat that our daughter Magnolia brought home. And then Renee's sister Michelle got like a cousin of Pepper's. And they're both the same way. There is some severe inbreeding going on at whatever house they keep popping these fucking litters out in. And then Renee's sister passed away, and our daughter Magnolia got Michelle's two cats. So Maggie left this cat with us and then wound up getting this cat's cousin. Pepper. There is not a lot there. You know what I mean? Her elevator does not go to the top floor. Well, I was showing them.
Baby girl.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I didn't know you were gonna cut me.
Yeah. She's got her issues, have issues. When he's done, we're gonna go to Sam's.
Start up.
Well, don't put any weight into that because I think he's gonna want to take a shower. He may not. But he doesn't mow lawns normally. Like he mows, then he trims, then he mows, then he trims, then he mows, and he trims. Do all of one. But hey, it's what he does.
You talk to the 14-year-old who's smarter than the rest of us. I'm not.
Maybe instead of Pepper, we can call her RFK Jr. No, that would be not good for me. Pepper works. Yes.
So just read the last 3 text messages.
Give me one moment, please.
That's from Mags. Six years. 6 fucking years.
Hey, shush. This is all archived. That would be animal cruelty. Did you find the daily specials? The soups?
I said to you, do you want me to check?
And I
And
said
then
yes.
heard you on the computer, so I was like, oh,
And
he must not be talking.
I have it archived because I said it during the live. And then I said to you,
Nah, I don't think.
yes, I do need you to look because I can't find it. It won't show me the menu. Joliet Pancake House and the other two. You okay, Holmes?
Yep.
It sucks that Stallone went MAGA. Yeah, it does. Let's see why does it do this?
Or cream of mushroom or chicken noodle. So chicken noodles automatic and then French onion or cream of mushroom alternated happy place.
Thank you for the $2 tip. What stop am I looking forward to the most on the cruise? Probably Cozumel. Cozumel is the first stop, and it's where I've booked an excursion for everybody to go do this. You dig up sea turtle eggs that have a hard time getting to the surface themselves.
Mushroom or pasta visual.
The fuck? Who's picking these fucking soups?
They're great soups this week.
Pasta visual? Cream of mushroom is fucking trash.
But it's 11:45 already if you wanted to go with Juliet.
Yeah, I know. But he's got to finish what he's doing, so probably not going to stop anywhere. Maybe, who knows? Stallone is an embarrassment to the Italian Americans. It's getting personal in here.
You do something with your soups. Very much. French onion, chicken noodle, and their chicken roast farina, which is like egg. It's like a creamy chicken pasta instead of a rice.
Gotcha.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, cream of mushroom is gross, isn't it? Cream of mushroom is for casserole only, somebody says. Yes, Social Security is in danger. Every dime in our federal government is in danger right now. I guarantee goddamn to you, we have a criminal at the helm who was attempting to enrich his family as much as humanly possible before getting out of office. Millions of dollars worth of contracts have gone to companies that Eric and Don are heavily invested in. Millions of dollars in contracts. Donald Trump is an existential threat to humanity. He has a new movie coming out. Stallone? Isn't he like all fucking ate up with the fucking plastic surgery and shit? Oh, Spielberg. Sorry, my bad. Yes, Trump name has been removed from the Kennedy Center and all other signage, websites, stationery, everything. It should have never been put on there. The fact that he even tried it is fucking disgusting. I love the fact that PBS live streamed the scaffolding going up and all of that shit. Gretzky is MAGA as well, yes. Okay, so that was we've done Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Really? Really? Come on. Come on. Millions watch the scaffolding go up. Yes, and then they put up a big fucking tarp to prevent anybody from being able to see them actually physically remove the letters of his name from the wall. That's how fucking vain this piece of shit is. John Voight. John Voight's a huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. Ted Nugent. My God. My God. What is wrong? All right, I'm going to put you down here on my lap. All right, just lay right there. Just lay right there. You're fine. Okay. Did the cats get jealous of the baby? The dog more than the cats. The cats were curious about the baby. They came and checked him out. Hey, asshole, that's my charger. Knock it off. The fuck? No, Kid Rock was not always that way. At least people didn't think he was always that way. Song of the South. Corey White, you, my friend, are on the verge of being banned from this room forever. $4,500 at 3.9%. Hulk Hogan is another celebrity that went MAGA, yes. What's up, buddy? The FIFA Peace Prize has been disgraced. Who the fuck is going to want that prize after this? It's a fucking made up prize created solely for him. But now they're going to give it out annually. Who the fuck wants to be in that group? Sapphire is 100% correct. Oatmeal raisin cookies are kitty litter with chunks. Let me see. Okay. Hulk was a lot of people's childhood hero. Grew up to be another piece of shit, as unfortunately too often happens. Your daughter's a pastry chef and brought home oatmeal raisin last night. You threw her out of the house, right?
Send those cookies here.
So what? We could throw them in the fire pit? Old school shortbread cookies in the round tin. You talk about like the blue round tin with the paper separators inside? Fuck it. Fuck yeah. Chuck Norris was a disappointment? Yes, indeed. Whole bunch of stuff, Dave. So when I was a kid, and I know they still exist, Archway cookies, giant fucking oatmeal windmill cookies, or whatever the fuck. Oh, I don't know. Were they oatmeal? Those were the shit back in the day. Trump says nuclear deal with Iran on track to be signed tomorrow. Almond. Yes, they might have been almond cookies. Those were really good. The two peanut butter cookies from the world of Girl Scout cookies, the peanut butter sandwich, and then the one that's the peanut butter cookie covered in chocolate. Those are the two best uh Girl Scout cookies that exist. They're 1A and 1B. Fig Newtons are vile trash. You like the Samoas, the one with the coconut? Okay, in the world of Girl Scout cookies, the ones with the coconut, the Samoas, and the Thin Mints, you don't even give those to like homeless people. That would be considered a crime. That stuff is trash. Absolute garbage. The two peanut butter cookies are at the top. You got the stuff in the middle, the shortbread cookies, okay. There are a couple of different varieties that they've had over the years that are okay. And then all the way down in the bottom, in the don't ever fucking buy this shit ever, are Thin Mints and Samoas. I would rather lick the south end of a northbound buffalo than eat fucking Thin Mints and Samoas. And as for Fig Newtons, fucking hey. What's next? You're going to give me grape nuts for breakfast and a McRib for lunch? Jesus Christ, man. Fucking trash. Right, Frank? It's garbage, isn't it, buddy? Yes. Trash. Just give me some black licorice and candy corn to fucking finish it off with. Round out the whole fucking day with the worst possible shit you could put in your face hole. How on earth does the McRib sell? Man, this is America. Americans will buy the worst goddamn dog shit you could possibly fucking. Spam still sells. And the McRib, oh my God, what a vile, disgusting, putrid concoction that is. They need to find the guy that invented, or the gal that invented the McRib. And if I could quote, uh, well, never mind. I won't because it'll be mean. I'll just say slam his junk in a desk drawer 37 and a half times. I'm making you hungry by rattling off all the worst foods humanly possible. Biscuits and gravy. Get the fuck out. You get out of my room. Get out of my room. Biscuits and gravy. So my moderator, Sherry, apparently likes every food I dislike. Frank's on my lap, purring a storm away. Yeah, the McRib is pretty fucking bad. Liver and onions? Who the fuck hurt you? You know, that was shit that people made their kids eat as a punishment. You're grown. You don't have to eat it anymore. Never ate a McRib. Don't. Spam and eggs? Biscuits and gravy is fucking slop. It's what my cat pukes up on the living room floor. Mandwich?
Is that what you used to eat though?
As a kid, yeah. Boomer food, yeah. Like shit on a shingle. What's worse, biscuits and gravy or shit on a shingle? Shit on a shingle's worse. With biscuits and gravy, I can at least pick up the biscuit and wipe all the fucking shit off it and have a decent biscuit.
Okay, the problem with shit on the shingle is just cornstarch and water. It's basically glue. Biscuits and gravy, it's glue with some dairy in it. So you don't want any that I'm gonna make right now?
No, I'm good.
Sure.
I'm
Maybe I'll take care of you.
I am so fucking sure I don't want any biscuits and gravy. Frank doesn't want any either.
Franklin, Dad needs one of those crisscross.
Sherry eats the candy corn and the fucking. She doesn't like the McRib. She likes spam. She just I have very bad judgment in people apparently.
Look who you married.
Oh, damn it.
What?
I keep sitting down to set my printer up and then get distracted.
Did you take your pills this morning?
It's more off.
You took your purse pill? You think you did?
I felt like I was productive. Well, thanks, like a month.
Well, it's noon already, right? It's noon. Shit on a shingle is really, really, really not good. Used to eat a lot of bologna sandwiches as a child. Yeah.
How much money do we want this house?
Fucking none. Why? Well, I agree. You go to a diner and order shit on a shingle? Jesus Christ. I must suffer as he suffered. You heard mom in the kitchen and you were going to get up and run off my lap, weren't you? Go ahead. I never liked the fried bologna. I don't like bologna, but bologna sandwiches was something that I ate too goddamn much of as a child. Beef chip on toast. That's shit on a shingle. That's what shit on a shingle is. Beef chip on toast. Yeah, well, he said old man loved beef chip on toast. That's what he's talking about. Oh, we're a Heinz ketchup family. Hunt's ketchup is what you buy for like your cabin somewhere, your weekend trailer somewhere. No, Hunt's is not good. I haven't. No, I don't dig on chicken and dumplings. I don't mind a hot dog. Mixing hamburger with mashed potatoes? So you used mashed potatoes as a hamburger helper. Wookie, thank you very much. Stephanie, hello. Yeah, it sounds like a shepherd's pie there. White Castle is something that I have a craving for like a couple of 2, 3 times a year. And then after I have it, I remember why I only eat it 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, here's the problem, Corey. Cinnamon rolls don't go with chili, and chili doesn't go with cinnamon rolls.
Wanna go outside? It's hot outside, so it's a-
Cubed pork, peeled chunk potatoes, dried potatoes, pork chunks, potato. Depends on the weed. Ooh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? I don't know what Tasty Cakes is. Hostess and Little Debbie, I know, and I like both Hostess and Little Debbie. If you're asking me to pick one or the other, Hostess or Little Debbie, Little Debbie has more that I like more different things that I like, but Hostess has the things I like, the one thing that I like the most, which is Susie Q. You got it, Faith. I'm on top of it. Tasty Cakes are out in Philly. Okay. Is Tasty Cakes the one that makes devil dogs? Dodge trucks for landscaping? No. Ford, preferably, or Chevy. You don't buy Ford cars, you buy Ford trucks because they work hard. They're good. You have an arch in Mumbai. I'm sure he's used it at some point in time as an example of why we need one. Tasty Cake's very popular on the East Coast. Well, there you go. Um, when it comes to the ones that they're mentioning, like Little Debbie, Swiss cake rolls, Nutty bars, oatmeal cream pies, right? There's your trifecta of phenomenalness from Little Debbie. On the hostess side, Susie Q, Twinkie, cupcakes. Why are Dodge trucks bad for landscaping? Um, one of the big problems that Dodge had is that I noticed over the years is the front end of the Dodges don't typically support the weight and the aftermarket hardware that needs to be put on in order to do the snow plowing. Every Dodge that I've ever snow plowed in, it the front end always had damage to it. It always suffered because of the snow plowing. And if you can't snow plow with your trucks in the Chicagoland area as a landscaper, then it's a dog shit truck. Not to mention the fact that every company I ever had that had Dodge trucks, and I love Dodge cars. My father was a Dodge guy, but every company I worked for that had Dodge trucks, they were always in the shop. The Fords and Chevys weren't. Plus, the Dodges always seem to rust out a hell of a lot sooner. But the front end just can't support the weight for the goddamn plows. Highland Park concert is stand room only. Huh? Why are Ford vehicles so awful? You're talking about the cars? They always need the cars that Ford made always needed a shit ton of work. The trucks never seem to. If you want solid, dependable from both the cars and the trucks, you go with a Chevy. But I mean, I've loved Ford trucks for years, just not really their cars as much. And then like the cars coming out of Dodge, but not the trucks. And with Chevy, I like both. The only new vehicle I've ever purchased is the one that I have now. It's a 21 Jeep Cherokee. Bought it in June of 21. On a quiet night, you can hear a Chevy rust. Hostess now makes double dogs? Okay. Ford backwards as driver returns on foot. I've heard found on the road dead. Fix or repair daily. Fucked over rebuilt Dodge. Excellent point, Watchdog. Excellent point. Because up here we do have to salt the shit out of the roads. You have to constantly be fighting the snow and the ice, and it does take a toll on vehicles for sure. The life of a vehicle. Okay, now hang on. I want to ask you something though. Watchdog. The life of a vehicle, like let's say from Texas, is going to be vastly different than one from Chicago or Minneapolis or Detroit, Green Bay. But Puerto Rico, you're on the island of Puerto Rico. Do you not have any residual salt damage from the ocean, from the saltiness of the air in general? I guess I don't really have thoughts on Anthony Bourdain. I never really think about him. 90s and 2000s cars everywhere, and they're all fine. Okay. Every car will start to show rust after 10 years. Up here, yes. Oh, the amount of salt that I have thrown in my lifetime as a landscape contractor is just immeasurable. The number of hours, days, weeks, I mean months of time of my life that I have spent driving a plow truck over the 2 decades plus that I did that. Um, and then obviously throwing salt off the back end. You can't even fathom how much salt it is. Cooked by the heat. Okay, gotcha. What is the best car made of all time? So I don't know a lot about cars. I really don't. I know what I've had experience to work with in the landscape industry and what I've had experience to own from a personal standpoint. And for us, knock on wood, the Jeeps have been extraordinarily reliable for us. My wife owns a 2019 Grand Cherokee. I own a 2021 Cherokee. Lily owns a 2015 Renegade, and Maggie owns a 2021 Cherokee. And we got into Jeep products because my niece's husband is a mechanic, a very good mechanic, and he swears by them. He swears by Jeep up and down, pick a model, they all do fantastic. And that as long as you maintain the vehicles, you'll drive, the engine will outlast the fucking bodies. And for us, it has been pretty goddamn reliable. So far, so good. If you're right on the coast, you will deal with rust. There's stuff that was right on the coast rusting, but as long as you're not right on the coast, you won't have issues. Okay, fair enough. Jeeps are junk. I disagree with your Jeeps are junk. Toyotas, I get nothing but good things to say about Toyotas. My stepmother was a huge Toyota fan, and I think she owned two cars over the course of how many years, decades. Um, and she swore by her Toyotas, loved them. Nothing bad to say about Toyotas. We have had incredible luck, or an incredible experience so far with our Jeeps. And I know that the gentleman in the family that recommended the Jeeps to us has had Jeeps. You know, he's worked on them and repaired them and swapped them out, and he swears by them. Still see 2000s Hyundais and Kias on the roads. And if you're lucky, you'll see an old Daewoo here and there. Interesting. So if you're in Puerto Rico and you own a Daewoo, you're sticking out like a turd in the punch bowl. Nissan, you want a Nissan Frontier? I don't even know what that looks like. I'm sure I've seen it. I am your all-time favorite internet uncle. That's fair. But just remember, proper terminology matters. I am your favorite internet skunkle. Loved my 82 Tercel. The way you talk about your Tercel is how I think Lily generally talks about her Renegade out there. She loves that car. Lola, she called it. Loves that fucking car. And when she has to buy a new car, it's going to be an emotional moment for her. I just really like my vehicle. It has been fantastic for me, and I look forward to buying the next one. Not having the car payment, but I look forward to buying the next one and passing this one on down to Tommy. Your first car was a 76 Chrysler Volare. Mine was an early 80s Pontiac Sunbird hatchback, two-door, manual, everything, white with red everything in the interior, seats, floors, interior doors, dashboard, steering wheel, red everything. My next car is most likely going to be a new Jeep Cherokee. They did away with the Cherokee after 2022 and brought it back in 2026. They completely redesigned it, and now it's ever so slightly bigger than what it was before. It's got some more space. They put in some more comfort, and from an exterior standpoint, what it looks like, it looks exactly now it does like a miniature Grand Cherokee. They took all of the exterior designs of the Grand Cherokee and put it down into the Cherokee. So you got the Cherokee, the Grand Cherokee, and then you've got the two above them, which is the Wagoneer. I think there's another like a step above just Grand Cherokee that's still in the Cherokee name, and then the Wagoneer, I think. No, I did not hear that, Corey. Your Scion has 112,000 miles on it. Right on. If it's working, you know what I mean? I would keep this car for many more years if it wasn't for the fact that Tommy needs a vehicle. And I just think it's better, obviously, to give him this vehicle than go out and buy some used vehicle that you don't know the history of. I've had this car since it had 24 miles on it, and we pass that right along to him, and then I'm off to buy a new one. Gran Torino. Anyway, I need to get ready to go run a few errands. So I'm gonna do a video real quick. Remember, Renee and I go live tonight. Okay. I'll do a video and it'll be up here shortly to remind everybody of that. Okay. See you guys tonight.